Hi friends, this is CA Kiran Kumar. In this video, let us discuss about e-invoicing. As most of you know that e-invoicing has been already started from 1st October 2020 for the taxpayer whose aggregate turnover more than 500 crores. But from 1st January 2021, it is applicable for the taxpayers whose aggregate turnover more than 100 crores also. It is already notified. You can see in the e-invoice portal here. Taxpayers who are more than 100 crores but not enabled for e-invoicing enabled voluntarily by clicking this invoice. So by seeing this, you can know that in the future the limit can be reduced from 100 crores to 5 crores also, so that all the taxpayers are liable to report invoices in the e-invoice portal. So all the taxpayers need to know how to report our invoices in e-invoice portal. So generally there are two ways to report our invoices in e-invoice portal. One is through third party software, either it is like Tallyzen, ClearTax software like that, and the second one is through offline utility, means without using any software. So in the invoice portal, you can see here in the help tab, you can see tool section. Here they have given bulk generation tool. If you click on this, you can see four formats: form A, form B, form C, form D. And form A is for B2B supplies, such supplies and exports and deemed exports of e-invoice details in a single sheet. Let us see how it will be. You can see lot of worksheets here: profile sheet, e-invoice and master codes, and sample invoice, format A and scheme, validation and calculation and related FAQs. So in this whole sheet, the profile worksheet and e-invoice, these two sheets were important in format A. In profile A, you have to fill the seller GST number and seller address details and state details and email ID of the respective seller details, and all the details you have to fill. Mandatory fields are these star marks you have to fill. And after this, below these profile details, these were so important to make invoice details in the next worksheet, that is e-invoice. Based on these details, based on filling these details, the e-invoice sheet will be reflected. This is a replica of these profile sheet. Let us see some example. If you see profile sheet, do you have reverse charge? If you have yes, it will, in the e-invoice sheet it will show reverse charge, and if you fill it as no, the invoice sheet, it won't be appear in this sheet. So based on these details, it will be reflected. Whether you are B2B or such suppliers, with payment or without payment, you can select here. And e-commerce, and you have to fill the document details and buyer GST, the buyer's legal name you have to fill. All the mandatory details, address of the buyers you can fill, and the state you have to fill. Dispatch details, you have to fill the address of the dispatch details accordingly, like shipping details also. And here product details, item details, means invoice details. Here if you have this is, since this is a bulk upload, you can select one. For invoice number 1, you can select 1, and for the next invoice, so you can select 2, and the next invoice you can select 2. And the description, you can select the description of the invoice. If it is a service, you have to select yes, others amount. You have to fill here the taxable value. You have to give the taxable value, not the invoice value. This is very important. Here you have to give the taxable value. Whether any discount is there, you have to fill there here, and here taxable value. This taxable value is nothing but this gross amount, which is the gross price or something, minus discounts. If you have any cash discounts or trade discounts, you can fill it there. And this will be the pre-discount value after deduction of these things. Gross amount minus discount equal to taxable value. This will be the more very important. and the gross rate you have to fill based on your invoice, and item total will be the gross value including CGST and SGST. This will be the invoice value. This will be the invoice value, and batch details and total taxable value. Again you have to enter the taxable value and CGST and SGST. This is regarding form A. Let us see form B, how it will be. Here you can see format B refers to for B2B sales, exports and deemed supplies and e-invoice details in 2 sheets. Means I will show you how. Let us open it. Here you can see, like for format A, here also profile is there and e-invoice is there, and items is not there, item sheet is not there in form A. Here you can see item details and invoice details are separate in this format form B, but in form A there is only one sheet, that is e-invoice. This items column is also there in format e-invoice in format A, but in format B there are 2 different sheets. So you can see master code, simple invoice, these are all common for format A and format B. All the details were common, and value details, shipping address, export details. If you see, there is no product details. Product details you can find it there in items only. Here you have to fill if it is invoice number 1 you have to fill, if it is invoice number 2, invoice number 3, invoice number 4, like that. So let us see format C. It is applicable for B2B, such supplies, exports and deemed exports, along with payment and reference details of e-invoice in multiple sheets. While we are exporting, we have an option to export with payment and also without payment. If you are exporting with payment, later we can go for refund of the same. In case we are going without payment, you can use these two. If you are exporting with payment, you can use these 2 formats, format C and format D. So let us see in format C what is there. The same will be there, profile sheet is there, e-invoice is there, items is there, payment details are there, because this format C refers to deemed exports with payment details. Here you can enter all the payment details and the reference details and additional details. If any, you can enter additional details, codes and sample invoice and calculation. These were common for all the formats. So we have to fill all these profile details, e-invoice details, item details, payment details. This is C. So let us see format D. One sheet, all the reference details and e-invoice details in one sheet. So it might be like similar to format A. So here you can find it out. Profile is there, e-invoice is there, only 2 are there. In format C you can find it out, payment details and reference details sheets, but here you can find only profile and e-invoice sheets. So you can fill profile details as well, all the details like before, all the details, where details and dispatch details and shipping details, product details, along with batch details, attribute details, value details are there, export details are. You can see payment details here, it is given in one sheet itself. If you see in format C, there are 2 different sheets, 3 different sheets. For payment details separate sheet is there, reference details separate details is there, but here all the details in one sheet. So based on your comfort you can choose any of these format. So here I am taking format A to upload in e-invoice portal. So here I have pre-filled all the data of my sample data, seller GST number and legal name and address, state and code, everything I have pre-filled, and I have pre-filled the profile details also. According to you, you can take as your preference. I have taken these details and I have taken this B2B and I have taken as no, so I don't have. I am uploading here tax invoice. If you have credit note or debit note, you can accordingly choose the same. Here I am taking tax invoice. Here I am taking invoice number, invoice date, invoice and GST number, legal name and place of supply, deed. Uploading only one invoice, so I am taking one only. And I have written product description and this service. Yes, I have taken service. Yes, and I have filled the HSN code details and quantity details, unit price and gross amount. See here it is important. Unit price is 1 and gross amount. Unit price into quantity, it should be gross amount. And gross amount, I have no discount in my case, so I have taken as 0, nothing. Here taxable value refers to gross amount minus discount minus pre-taxable value. It should be the taxable value. I have taken the rate, respect to rates and respect to CGST as GST amounts, and again it is asking for the value of details, so I have taken taxable value as GST CGST amount, and this is the total tax invoice. After this you have to validate. It is showing I have taken every value is right, so it is taking validation successful. Suppose let us see, instead of taxable value here I will take it as 200 and then validate. It is showing error. Validation failed. Please see errors of each row in column CH. So you have to go for CH column to know the error. This is CH column. See, it is showing taxable value should be equal to the gross amount minus discount. Check the column AS. So again I will go to AS and it will be, I'll make it right. Again I will validate. So it is showing validation successful. So here I have taken basically one invoice. You can take number of invoices. For each invoice, don't forget to validate. After the validation successful, you have to prepare JS1 file. JS1 was created. So you have to go to the same folder where you have taken. See here it is generated. Now you have to come to the e-invoice portal, einvoice1.gst.gov.in, and you have to log in. So after logging in, you can see the generations, number of generations and number of cancelled during the month. So here you can see the tabs here, e-invoice, MIS reports. MIS reports means after the generation you can go through the generated invoices. So here you have to upload the format A what we have already prepared. So here I am clicking this. Here you can see bulk upload, cancel, print and bulk print, bulk IR and cancel. So here we have to select bulk upload. So here you have to select the generated JS1 file. Once the JS1 file uploaded, you have to come to the home and you have to click on MIS reports generated e-invoices, and you have to select the date from which date you have selected. So after generation you can click on go. you can see the IRN generated by me. Here you can see the acknowledgement number, IRN number. This is IRN number and this is acknowledgement number. So I will take this acknowledgement number and I will put it here and it will go. So you can see the invoice and you can save as PDF also. So this is for the day. Thank you very much. For more interesting updates and for more interesting and for practical knowledge, please do follow my channel. Thank you very much. If you like the video, please share and subscribe. Thank you.